Okay, choosing whether or not to invest in your company's 401k plan can be confusing. So we brought in financial advisor to talk about the pros and the cons. Once again, Brent Wilsey is joining us this morning. Brent, always great to see you.
Great to be here, as always.
I learned so much.
Well, good, good. That's what we try to do.
Yeah, let's start with what is a 401k?
Sure, a 401k is a plan, retirement plan offered by your employer. 401k comes with the Internal Revenue Code. You may not know this. The Internal Revenue Code is 75,000 pages.
Wow.
So I point that out there for
wow.
people. But it allows employees to contribute money before they pay tax on it. Mm-hmm. And sometimes your employer will have a match. Well, they'll match your contributions for it a certain amount.
And what is the advantage to an employer, whether it's because some employers, like you said, they'll match what you put in there, and some won't. What's the advantage to doing that?
It's a great thing when the employer does it, but it is a cost to them, and it's a huge benefit to the employee. I mean, they're taking money, they're going to match your contributions for retirement. It could be costly for the employer, and I think it's foolish. When someone has a retirement plan that the employer matches, and they don't take that, that's free money. They've got to take advantage of that.
Yeah, exactly. So when we consider a 401k, what are the most important things to know?
Well, I mean, let's look at some of the pros to a 401k. One, you get to put money in tax-free or tax-deferred ahead of time. Your money grows, compounds tax-deferred. Down the road, 5, 10 years, like, wow, look at all the money I have here. So it works very well. Some of the things people don't like about it, which we'll point out, and that is that it is, if you pull the money out, you can be hit with a 10% IRS penalty, 2.5% penalty from the state. It is not designed to put in for 2, 3, 4, 5 years and then pull it out. It is designed for your retirement because, I don't know about you, but I don't think Social Security is going to be enough when we retire.
Yeah, probably not. So when it comes to the 401k itself, how do you choose, because there's stocks and bonds and all kinds of things, and how do you choose what to put in it?
You know, and this is one of the hard parts, is that unfortunately one of the negatives, sometimes your employer may not be very good picking a good retirement plan for you. It's kind of funny, I went to our investment firm went to one company, and the guy goes, well, I want to switch, but the guy I'm dealing with, we went to college together and so forth. That's not the right way to go.
Right.
You've got to do what's best for your employees. But you can be left on your own on that, and that's a difficult thing. Make sure you're pushing your employer saying, we want someone to come in here and help us. We worked at one firm, the guy had not been there in 10 years. I mean,
really?
It's hard because you're left by yourself and you're not sure what to do. It becomes daunting, like, oh my gosh, what do I do here?
What do you don't want to do? I mean,
well, what you don't want to do is you don't want to not do it. Even if you do, $25 a month, do something because you don't want to miss this opportunity. And once you start doing it, it's going to be a little bit better. A big don't is do not put the money in the money market. This is a long-term investment. The money markets right now are paying 0.1%. That is not what you're doing. This is where you need the help from someone. And then the last one I was going to say too is do not ever pull out from your 401k for any reason. I know some people say, oh, but I can use this to borrow against for my house and buy a house. I've done the numbers. It is not a good thing to do. You need that money at retirement.
But if somebody has an emergency and it has to do with, or let's say somebody has an opportunity to buy some property, you still don't want to touch it.
Still don't want to do it. We've done the numbers. When you, and again, I've had clients who actually, they are 65, 70, they have to sell their house because they don't have the income. Having a home is nice, it feels good, but retirement's a whole different thing. You need income coming in to take care of your food, your housing, your medical expenses. Sure. Buying a house now feels good because you own it, but the numbers investment-wise do not work out as well because of the tax benefits you get with a 401k.
Okay, so if you work at a company and they offer a 401k, even if they don't match, you should go ahead and take advantage of it. Still do it. Okay.
Still do it. Still a great
And
investment.
last question, how old do you have to be before you can take the money out without penalty?
Great question. 59 and a half, you can start taking it. But again, I would not recommend taking it until your actual retirement, because that next, say you retire in 6 years after that at 65, 66, that's almost another compounding. It would almost double in that time frame.
All right. Brent Wilsey, Wilsey Asset Management. What's your website?
SmartInvesting2000.com.
Okay, easy to remember. Thanks a lot, Brent.
All right, thanks.